Hello and welcome guys, this is Shady here, and today we are going to be starting a brand new Let's Play. So, as you can see, we're playing Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. For those who don't know, Final Fantasy is one of my favourite series of all time, so I thought, let's start off my first Final Fantasy playthrough on this channel with the longest game in the series. Only makes sense, right? So obviously, we'll just get right into it. First thing you'll see is when things load up, there's a settings menu. So obviously you get things like vibration functionality, screen shake. We're going to keep the subtitles on. Speed multiplier, this is just because there's a fast forward feature in this remaster. So yeah, we're going to keep the soundtrack and everything the same. I'm going to put down some of these things because I don't want the music and sound effects to drown out my voice, because yeah, I'm recording directly from my PS5, so yeah, it's difficult for me to tell, you know, how all of that compares, or like how it levels out. So typically, you know, you want the sounds to be 50% of your actual voice. So yeah. Anyway, we get this awesome opening cutscene. Yeah, obviously, for those who don't know, this game was originally released in, like, I think it was 2004 for the PlayStation 2 in Japan, and then I think we got it in like 2005 over here in both North America and PAL territories. So yeah, it's a very strange thing because this game kind of became the forgotten one, just because it came out, by the time it came out, the Xbox 360 was out, so the following generation. And you know, PS3 was being teased, the Wii was around the corner, so everyone was enamored with the next generation. So this game kind of got forgotten in a way. But then obviously they later did this remaster. We're playing the PS4 version. Obviously this game is available on other platforms. You know, you get it. It is now on, you know, Xbox One, PC, Switch, pretty much everywhere you want it. Like I said, it was original PS2. But yeah, this version is based off the Zodiac job system version. So, but we'll go into all that stuff a bit later, all the differences. Yeah, there's an awesome wedding scene here.
And in the presence of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forward.
So yeah, this we'll find out who this lovely lady is later. Maybe something about this dude as well. Yeah, this has. I just love the look of the characters in this game and the world. I believe it's based off Turkey, from what I remember. Yeah. And yeah. Amano, as always, create the characters. This game really captures his art design, I'd say. Yeah, this is Captain Bosch. I mean, some guy. So yeah, as you see, there's been a wedding. Yeah.
My father?
This is very all-action opening.
If Nabodis has indeed fallen, it is only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca.
I'll try not to talk too much during cutscenes,
Halt their advance.
because I know that people will want to actually hear the story.
With all haste. I will go. And I will go at his side.
Ooh. But yeah, as you can see, walls broken out. You know, what would a Final Fantasy game be without empires and wars and all sorts, right? It's just bread and butter. And obviously, I'm sure everyone knows this, Final Fantasy fans, but you know, Star Wars has always been a huge inspiration for the Final Fantasy series, and this game in particular, similar with like Final Fantasy 2, very, very heavily inspired by Star Wars. We'll get into all the different references as it goes on, but yeah, you can kind of already see a little bit. The music pretty much sounds like John Williams, doesn't it? And yeah, this has a very kind of, this looks almost exactly like the coronation scene at the end of A New Hope, where not coronation scene, but you know what I mean, the one where we see everyone but Chewbacca get their medals, even though he does finally get the medal. In what was that one called? The Rise of Skywalker, I think it was. Ridiculous as it was, still cool fan service, I guess. yeah, we're defending. So obviously that blonde-haired dude, well, actually they all got blonde hair, but the one who said he was going with Bosch, he's this is like his homeland, from what I remember. Yeah, obviously, you know, Final Fantasy 16 was known for kind of its Game of Thrones-esque political intrigue and all that, but you get a lot of that in this game as well, actually. You know, it's funny how people, you know, it was sold as being a more mature, kind of darker Final Fantasy game, but this game kind of set a lot of groundwork for that, in my opinion, and did it first. Nice shot. And yeah, I like how they use the chocobos as horses. We've seen that in multiple Final Fantasies, obviously. I mean, they're basically the default horses, aren't they? But yeah, Odin actually has a horse, which is very weird. Yeah, so essentially those are like mages who created a force field sort of thing. I guess similar to like the Death Star force shield thing. Oh no. Yeah, that's his name, Rosler. No. Not that guy. Damn. Yeah, as you can see, this is a very long and involved cutscene. This is like, I think this might be like the longest opening sequence in the Final Fantasy games. Don't quote me on that. I actually have no idea. I'm just making that up. At least at this point it was anyway. You know, 7, 8, and 9 had pretty short opening cutscenes, didn't they? And then obviously 10 had a decently long one, even though it technically wasn't the opening cutscene. Because, yeah, we started off with in-game stuff, didn't we? And then it was the Blitzball game, but... Yeah, now she's in mourning.
The Great Father descend and guide your bodies return to the earth. Great Father, guide your spirits return to the Mother of all. There you shall find peace. Pharaoh.
Considering this was like originally a PS2 game, it does look amazing, doesn't it? I know this is like a pre-rendered cutscene thing, but it still looks really good. Yeah, and that's opening. Sets the stage really well, I'd say. Yeah.
The death of Lord Rasla Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the kingdom
Again,
of
very
Dalmasca.
Star Wars text crawl type
The air
thing.
of hope that had surrounded
It's not
Her
crawling,
Royal
but you know.
Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice. Arcadia in the east,
Obviously,
Rosaria, the west.
you've noticed
The
Iblis.
invasion of the kingdom of Nabradia
It's obviously,
was Arcadia's first step
if you don't know,
in its westward march.
this game is set in the same
With
universe as
Lord
the
Rasla's
Tactics
beloved homeland
series
consumed
and
by the hellfires of war.
Vagrant
It
Story
seemed
as well.
clear
So.
that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces.
Pretty much.
The counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca, ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace.
Yeah, obviously,
Or, as one might rather put
Arcadia
it,
is just
terms of Dalmasca's surrender.
a hell of a lot more powerful than the rest
Lord
of
Romanos, King of
the places.
Dalmasca, and my dear friend,
The cities where empires
had no
have been
choice
built.
but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Naubina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them.
What would that be?
The treaty would be
We'll find
signed
out
with steel
right now.
and writ in royal blood.
Yeah. Obviously, a bad omen is afoot. Or, if that's the correct thing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland.
Yeah, it is raining outside at the moment.
Rex, sir.
I hope you can't hear that. I hope
name's
it's not being
Rex.
picked up. Should be fine.
Rex.
We could just pretend it's in the game.
But you are still whole. Well, can you stand?
And as you can see, the in-game character models still look really good. Obviously, this is a remaster, so
I'm fine,
it's
sir.
been improved from the
How old
original,
are you, Rex?
but still looks decent.
17, sir.
17, basically a man in a
Family?
RPG
That's
universe.
all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in Rabanaster.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch.
Damn straight.
Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
I'm aware of the situation.
We found them over there!
Okay,
Bosler, go ahead. I will handle this rabble.
so obviously now we're going to be seeing one of the major changes to this game. So as you know, Final Fantasy X was the last game to have turn-based combat, and obviously 11 was an
Steady,
MMO,
Rex.
and
Keep your wits about
obviously
you
this
and
game
make it.
preceded
We move.
11, so you essentially have a similar battle system. We'll go into it in a minute, but yeah, obviously we have to do all this, show you can do things tutorials. So yeah, you get it. Left stick to move, right stick to use camera. Obviously, these weren't standards. It only just started becoming a thing back here in this generation. You have to remember. Yep. So obviously you just You see these little things that this is almost straight out of an MMO. You can definitely see the similarities between this and 11. Hey, how you doing, Bosch? Okay, how do we do that then? Okay. So yeah, as you can see, you'll see that and it'll just let you know you can open it, which is cool. And yeah, obviously this game is zone-based, obviously being a PS2 game. Yeah. Outside of GTA, you didn't have any truly kind of open-worldish games, really. Even though I don't think that term was really a thing back then. But yeah, again, like I said, you can open the menu with triangle, as always. Yeah, and this is the big difference. So the battle system, you now have this target line system. And yeah, blue means enemy, red is ally. And then yeah, you press A. Yeah, right, I'm getting to it. Yeah, so pretty much you just said stuff. But yeah, you press A, and then you have these options there. You can attack, do magic, and use items. But we'll just stick with attacking. Then when you start attacking, you see that bar going up, and then you start attacking. So yeah, and obviously different moves will have different charge times and the like. And obviously, yeah, that's me pressing the escape button there.
Captain?
Yeah. Go on. Who could that be? So, this is our first boss, kind of. Yeah, similar to like Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, there's a lot of machine type bosses. Yeah, if you press L1, you can kind of see this other view where you get a closer view of the enemy, and then fleeing. If you press R2, you get to flee as well. But we don't need to worry about that right now. But yeah, just keep attacking. As you can see, they'll automatically heal you as well, so you don't have to worry right now. It's basically just an automated battle. And we're practically done now. Yeah, you don't actually have to, like, completely finish him off. Because Bosch has got a few tricks up his sleeve. Huzzah! Bugger! So that's something, K6 Scope, another Let's Play, I remember him saying that in his Pokemon Colosseum Let's Play. And that was like, the phrase he would use to, for when he threw a Pokeball. As like a ritual. Like anyone cares. I don't know why I'm saying that, but yeah. Obviously, K6 Scope is one of the reasons why I even want to, you know, consider Let's Playing in the first place. Even though I know being a Let's Play in 2023 is kind of stupid. But, you know, I'm just doing it for fun. But yeah, as you see, we're just fighting some normal grunts now. And yeah, you have to, for now at least anyway, you need to target them manually after you kill one. They won't just automatically attack anyone. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I don't think... True dat. Yeah. Yeah, so this is actually a new thing in this version. You get this little overlay map, which wasn't in the original version. So yeah, it makes traversing a lot easier.
Where are you?
What if Captain Ozilus has fallen?
Don't talk such nonsense.
Men like him don't
Boss
die
was
in
lost
places
in the
like
face
this.
of death far too many times for him to stop now. Men like him don't die in places like this.
Oh, sorry, that's the line.
We must make haste to reach the king. We will take him to safety.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty...
Who knows? I really like the voice acting in this game, by the way. Big step up from 10. Even though I love 10, like I said, it's one of my favourite games ever. Yeah. Just a hell of a lot better in this game, isn't it? Ah. Yeah, as you were saying, yeah, like I just said, you hold that and you flee. It basically just cancels all attacks and you can just run away. Yeah, you get these mage dudes as well. They tend to just stay, keep their distance. They don't have as much HP as you can imagine. And, yeah, just do magic attacks. Let's see if we can show you some magic right now. Yeah, basically magic, yeah, it has its own independent charge time. And another interesting thing is, at least in the original, I don't think it's the case in this one, but magics had to be stacked because they couldn't... The game was incapable of showing like more than one spell animation at a time. So it's kind of a cool thing you could do where you can use spell charges to kind of break certain enemy AIs and stuff. So, but yeah, we don't have to worry about that in this one. Yeah, we just go here now. Pretty straightforward. And yeah, this is a save crystal. So yeah. Just like in, you know, the prior games, you had to have save points. Obviously, you know, 16 didn't have any save points, but yeah, you had to have them in these ones. Well, obviously, we'll have to have a new save. And yeah, we get to see it save. And obviously, this is a PS4 game, so it does run a little faster in terms of loading times and everything. Compared to PS4, but yeah, still not as fast as if it was a native app. yeah, we'll just go up here now. Pretty straightforward. And like I said, this mini map is good because originally you have to just open this separate map, which would make like traversing some areas a little annoying. So it's very good quality of life change.
Intruders! Don't let them escape!
Sir,
As you can hear, there's a lot of British accents
you
as
must
well.
go to the king. I'll handle these.
It's like a very sort of
Fight
almost
well.
classic fantasy type of thing where people have British accents and that. Another thing I haven't showed is obviously the fast forward feature. L1 lets you speed up, so you can make things go quicker if you want. And you see that little line. It's yeah, like I said already, you have ×2 by default, and you can switch up to ×4 if you like. I will be making use of that here and there, but yeah, also kind of makes you feel a little dizzy. So, and I think it would be kind of annoying for people to constantly see. So, but yeah, next let's go down here. Oh no, down here, and we just have to go here pretty much. Pretty straightforward. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. So that black border on the bottom, I guess that's just meant to be space for subtitles or something, I think. Yeah.
Your Majesty.
What?
Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Dalmasca to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Oh my god.
Captain,
Why is Bosch evil now? And putting on that weird accent. Oh, something seems fishy.
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear Captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now.
We failed.
And to think, we intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect. But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it. Take the captain away.
Off you go.
That's our villain there. We'll find out who he is later on, obviously. But yeah, he's definitely up there for me as one of my favourite Final Fantasy villains. And we die.
Vaughn.
Game over, man. Game over. It was very brave of them to make the shortest Final Fantasy game ever, right? Not even, what, half an hour long?
Pretenses of peace
Yeah,
left
obviously
by
it's
the
not over.
wayside. The Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Ravenasta.
Ah,
Dalmasca's doom had been decided.
yeah.
To make resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace.
Yeah, obviously,
Prayer
have no
too
choice
for the noble Princess Ash,
but to just
who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat,
settle
has
for
taken her own life.
Arcadian rule.
Know also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg,
Of
for
Dalmasca.
incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death. They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin.
Okay.
Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
Yeah. How sad. Yeah, very strong opening, I would say, to the game. Definitely one of the best. Yeah, I'd put it up there with 7's opening, you know, on the train and all that. Very action-packed and just sets the stage for the game very well.
Hurry it up or they'll find us.
Obviously,
I know,
Rex
Just a little more.
wasn't actually our protagonist.
You keep an eye out for me up there, Kites.
But yeah, we are now introduced to Vaughn, who is
1, 2,
the lead of the game.
3 more. All right.
I remember hearing
House.
a really interesting fact about Vaughn. Apparently, I don't know if this is true, but his character design was based off of some sort of like competition in Japan or something. I don't know if that's even true, but it would be funny as hell if that is the case. Yeah, we just have to kill some rats. You know, what would an RPG be without a sewer level where you're fighting rats? Dire rats.
Yeah.
These are some freaky looking rats. Like, look how big they are. They're as big as like a dog. Well, a big dog, I guess.
Vaughn, you got
Labrador?
it all yourself?
Yep.
Guess I know who to call when something big comes along.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now. That's enough for today. You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites.
There's one really impressive thing.
Oops. Totally forgot.
I remember when I was playing this game back in the day.
You should come, Vaughn.
The hair move, like
He's busy
Vaughn's
today.
hair moving,
Might have
and,
some work for you to do too.
having items
I've
that
got other,
kind of move
work
slightly
to
on
do.
his body as well was just really
lock
cool.
this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
You know, slightly more physics than prior games, anyway. Yep, this is the royal city of Rabanasta. So yeah, we actually get to spend a little time in the city. And you will notice in a bit, because it's under Arcadia rule, we're going to see a few soldiers about, which is a really nice little touch. As you can see one right there.
What'd you say?
Vaughn is pretty much like our kind of Luke Skywalker.
Second thought. Please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
To a certain
Leave the
extent.
poor sod be. We don't want trouble today.
Your luck.
Well, actually, as we'll see as we go through the game,
Sorry.
what's really interesting is that Vaughn really is more of a passerby. Even though he's technically the lead character, yeah, it's really not his story at all. You know, somewhat of an ensemble, but yeah, obviously we'll get into more of that as we go on. But yeah, that's going to be my main line. We'll get to that as we go on. Don't even know if that's a real phrase or anything.
What?
It's a new one now. But here we go. Here is one of Vaughn's friends.
Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh,
All
what?
right.
Am I the leader now? We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Pinello. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back.
I don't know if it's just me,
It's our
but I
duty
always
as
thought Penello
Dalmatians.
sounds a lot like Natalie Portman.
Well, wasn't
Maybe
that what you
I'm the only
said?
one who thinks that.
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this?
So yeah, as you can imagine, Vaughn has higher aspirations than just being a rat killer.
One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own.
It's going to be awesome.
Sky pirate, free to go where I will.
Sweet. Just what I want to see, right? It's good to have aspirations in life.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon. Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
Alright. Sounds like side quests. Well, not really. But yeah, as you can see, that marker there basically just shows us where we need to go. And like I said, yeah, you can just do this to help with navigation, which is awesome. Yeah, you can see a lot of these on this map here. There's a lot of different... I showed the full map. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of different spots there. Yeah, which are obviously different shops. So the sword is obviously weapon shop. The little shield, red shield, is armor shop. Where we need to go is the item shop. Then that purple sort of stick thing is a rod, obviously, which is the magic shop, because you have to actually buy magic. That scroll thing is techniques. And then the other one is the bar, the one with the drink. And then, yeah, obviously the crystals are the crystals. The circle thing on the bottom left there is the aerodome. And then above us, that's the gambit shop. So, but yeah, we'll get to all of that when we get to it. But yeah, let's just get to where we need to go. Which is just over here. Let's fast forward and get here. Hey, this must be Miguelo. Obviously, yeah, there's more than just humans in this game. So this guy's a bunga.
You needed something?
Not new Fi bunga.
Some packages supposed to be arriving by
Another awesome Let's Play.
morning. Perhaps he ran into some trouble out in the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teems with trouble. I'd be sending you to an early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sand.
It's weird how
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Miguelo's eyes looked a bit kind of rubbish compared to Vaughn's. Just me. Not as detailed. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm being a bit bigoted towards bungas here, so I apologise to their people.
Sounds wild.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
Sounds fun. Okay. So let's go up this way. Yeah, so we just have to go to this little bar here, as you can see. The Sandsea. Yeah, as you can see, that place is locked. We can't go there. That takes us to, like, Lowtown, I think it's called. Well, I think it's called... I know it's called Lowtown. I've played this game before. Yeah, this is the Sandsea. Obviously, as you see, those little things shining either side of the door. That's just to let you know that you can enter this door, so... Ah. Cool looking bar. Ooh.
There you are, Kites. Stop loafing around.
Look, Vaughn, look. This is it. This is why Miguelo's courier didn't get here on time.
Oh.
A creature spotted in the Ester Sand. What is that thing?
The creature in the Ester Sand.
Miguelo sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself. I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet to welcome the Imperials, eh?
Welcoming? We should be...
This guy sounds like he wants to be the main character.
Tomage, what's this?
Dude,
don't remind
you're just a side character.
Got some nastiness out there in the Ester Sand. What's stopping our couriers?
Oh.
And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
I'm sure we can do that.
Now that's work. Sounds 10 times better than running errands for Miguelo.
Yeah, he's a bit of a thrill seeker, Arbon.
And you should be getting back to Miguelo. Now, Kites. He was waiting for you.
Oh, right.
Come on, dude. Get back to work. Okay, so, yeah, as you can see, we actually have hunts, kill quests. It's the big major side quest in this game is these bills, which is really cool. Like I said, you know, similar to what Final Fantasy 11 in that way, where you know, there's that sort of, you know, this game is kind of rooted in MMO-esque design in a way. Obviously the best comparison I would say is if you play the Xenoblade games. The Xenoblade Chronicles games, obviously. They very much feel like a upgraded version of these games, or an evolution of 12's design in a way, like basically a single-player MMO type game. Yeah, obviously we're gonna now go over the license board. I think we have. Do we have a tutorial now? Maybe. Yeah. So this is the first hunt, the Rogue Tomato, which is a brilliant name. Nope. Okay. So yeah. We'll go into the menu now for a bit. Let's see how we do in terms of time. Okay, we've still got quite a bit of time. So, yeah, obviously, status, which is just our character. We can see his all his stats on the side there. His level, how much he needs for the next level, and how much experience and LP he has. LP, we'll get to in just one second. Next up, we have equipment. We have a dagger, leather cap, and leather clothing, which is cool. And we have the accessory, but we can't equip that accessory. Why is that? That's because we have this thing, the license board. So essentially, yeah, how it works is this is where you learn all your abilities, magics, and everything, and techniques, and also what you can equip. So basically, this game changes things up from the original. In the original one, you just have a single license board that each character shares, and they all just become homogenized at the end. Whereas in this one, you basically have job classes returning. That's why, yeah, it's called the ZODIAC Age, because you have, you know, 12 different jobs. And yeah, I am going to, I think what I will probably do, so essentially, this is going to be a difficult one. What I like to do is have Vaughn almost be like my sort of tankier character. So I'm going to keep him as a knight for now. I think that's a good one to go for anyway. And now, because we chose that, we can actually use the license board. So, like I was saying, yeah, you have we have just enough license points to get this accessories one, which allows us to equip that accessory. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, we have heavy armors 1, so you don't just have to buy equipment, or buying equipment isn't enough. You actually have to learn the license corresponding one to be able to equip that particular thing. And then obviously, as you can see here, we have things that will increase HP and you know, give you extra little passive abilities and the like. And then yeah, there's one for swords, techniques, more accessories, all sorts. But we'll get into that later. Obviously, right now, we have a hunt to perform, so we are going to go for that. And again, unlike the original, because you have all those different licenses and everything to learn, the game actually makes more weapons and everything available than they would be in originally. So we're just going to rush through here, and I'm going to take you to the weapon shop, and I'll just show you. So obviously, everyone can equip the dagger because it's independent of a license. And then, yeah, you can buy all of these different weapons. Basically, the base weapon for each of the different classes is available, pretty much. And obviously, different weapons have different properties and blah, 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 which we'll get into later. Obviously, like, you know, broadswords, one-handed, two-handed, all those, they are very good for strength stats. And then other ones work better for different stats. There's full tutorials in the menu there anyway, so you can go for that. But yeah, we need to go. I believe it's down here. No. Is it there? Oh no, I think it is there. Yeah. It's the Esther Sand, which is east, which is here. Okay. We get a cutscene.
Let's see some papers, boy. No public passage on
Papers,
account of
please.
the Lord Consul's
No,
parade.
that's a different game.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. You see, it just so happens that your provisioner for the fete tonight, he sent me to pick up a few choice morsels for the consul's dining pleasure.
Ah.
He wants them quick.
Obviously, the consul
I
is
got the
Vaughn.
route of transit
Or
right here.
Thane.
You see?
Not Vaughn.
Signed, Magello.
Ooh.
I just hate to see the consul upset because his food wasn't ready on time. And I sure hate to see him take it out on you.
The Lord Consul is a great man, and not one to take offense in such trifling matters. Move along, boy. Wouldn't do to keep the consul waiting. Right. Gates are closed after this.
Righto. I like how they have the they have sort of the almost Cockney accents, British ones and all that. Like, yeah. For me, it's always funny hearing British accents in games and the like from people who clearly are like affecting the accent. And obviously, yeah, this area here, yeah, we can speak to people. Ah, so this is actually the Chocobo stable. You can see them in the background there. Yeah, this isn't available just yet. It's just because it's early on, you know, obviously. They don't give you too much too early. Saying that though, what is great about this game is it does open up a lot. There's a lot you can do early on in this game, which is really awesome. Yeah, I remember this awesome YouTuber, I think his name was Ulalilia, who has... He doesn't do YouTube anymore. A really cool dude. And he basically... yeah, he loves Final Fantasy XII. He did this whole series of like power leveling guides for the game, where he did a series that was like getting to max level as early as possible. And he had like different methods. It was like 60, 70-hour method, 65, and all the way down to 25. But yeah, we have treasure chests here, which you can open. And in this game, I think there's always percentage chances. You have like a standard and a rare drop per. I think basically almost every treasure chest. Those are the little baby chocobos, by the way. Or chocobos, cactuars, by the way. Yeah, and this is a wolf, pretty standard enemy. Obviously, I'm just going to fight a few enemies to level up. We'll fast forward as well, to get it done a bit quicker. And yeah, as you can see, the rogue tomato is just up there, so we'll level up a little bit before taking it on. Yep, we've got up a level already, and as you can see, HP's gone up a bit. And obviously, each enemy you kill gives you 1 license point as well, as you'll see, 11 experience, 1 license point. Yeah, and we will just stop doing that. Yep, we'll take care of this guy. And obviously, we will use the potion to heal up. And obviously, as you can see, basically every enemy drops loot as well. Yeah, and that's basically how you make money in this game, is selling loot. So, but we'll go over that later. This is a little cockatrice. Goddamn cockatrice! The bane of H.C. Bailey. If any of you know who that is, an amazing Let's Player. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about you know, greatest hits of different Let's Players, really. But yeah, I remember his LP of this game was great. He actually played the original version. Yeah, it was really funny because I think he wasn't actually the biggest fan of this game because of its more sort of open-ended and large nature. Because obviously this game is quite the undertaking. Not that that's a bad thing. I mean, it's still a friggin' amazing game. But yeah, obviously, you know, when you're as involved as he is with your Let's Plays, you know, it is quite a lot of planning and all that is involved. So, but anyway, we are going down here now. Yeah, this dude, do not even attempt to fight that guy. Yeah, Wild Saurian. He is like level 30 odd and will mess you up. And obviously in this game, yeah, it's game over when you die. Well, obviously it's game over when you die in every game. But yeah, you'll be chucked back to your last save point. Actually, I think it might be different. I think we might possibly have checkpoints in this version. I might be wrong. I don't want to test that right now. Oh yeah, what am I doing? Fast forward. Yeah, he also likes to do cannibalize, which he eats an enemy and it raises him one level. So yeah, he will take your kills, unfortunately, sometimes. Okay, so yeah, we have enough license points for this now, which is awesome. So yeah, we gain the ability to equip broadswords now. So yeah, when we return, we'll pick one of them up. Yeah, let's take these out now. Attack! What are you waiting for? Okay. Yeah, the fast forward feature is really good for this particular aspect, because obviously, yeah, you fight enemies in this particular way. So probably fine now with these levels to take on Matey Boy now. So I will just use another potion. And we will take on the Rogue Tomato now. Yeah, so as you can see, they have bigger dots. The kills or the hunts. You know, they have you know, they're designed so that you can tell where they are, sort of thing. Or you know that it's not just a regular enemy. Wow. Yeah, obviously, that was a combo, which you occasionally have the chance of doing. With certain weapons, at least, anyway. Yeah. There's particular weapons which are the best for that, which we will get into later. But obviously now we get to finish him off. So obviously, the plan is he cuts down here, and I think the point is that you may run into other enemies and they'll start attacking you as well. But obviously I took out these enemies, so made it a bit easier. But yeah, because we leveled up a little bit, yeah, he's not so tough. Rogue Tomato vanquished. Awesome.
Galbana lilies? Never thought I'd see him growing out here. This'll make a nice souvenir. Time to call it a day.
Okay, so yeah, you know, if you want to, you can just find more enemies or whatever you prefer. But obviously, you know, this is a playthrough, so and like I don't know if I told you already or stated already, but obviously when recording directly from PS5, you can only record up to an hour, which is a bit annoying. So yeah, I'm just going to save here. We'll save up. Very nice. We've still got a few minutes left, so we'll just speak to these people, find out what's going on. Why can't we get in? People, come on. Yeah, this is one of them. Speak to everyone. Ah. Okay.
Stand back there. Back! This gate's closed until the ceremony's over, do you hear?
We need to get in.
Now what?
Ooh.
Open the gate.
They obviously, these people get special treatment, so they get to go in first.
Wait a second. How
That
come you let
chocobo
these
looks badass,
chocobos
by
through
the
the
way.
gate and not us?
What of it? This here's a pedigreed parader, boy. Cost tens of thousands of gil, this one did. A
What?
prettier price than 100 of you provincials would fetch. Keep your distance. We don't want the chocobo sticking a peasant.
What'd you say?
Step aside. Right then, move them in.
Dicks.
Oh,
Fuck's sakes.
that does it.
Oh, a fine chocobo you have there. Yes, cedar down stock, if I'm not mistaken. Change the soil, change the chocobo, am I right? Yes, different soil means different bouquet, too. Take a Dalmascan Moreau's wine, It may lack the flavor and depth of some of your Arcadian wines, but it has a certain strength of character. It's not bad, really, once you get used to it. Care for some, sirs? There's more than enough for all to cool their throats, of course.
You let these carts through when the closest gate is ordered. My mail's choked with this sand.
Magello knows a thing or two about negotiations.
Like that. You're lucky that ended where it did.
Right. Now's our chance to go through.
The ceremony will be starting soon. I'd best be hurrying.
Okay, well... Vaughn, wait! What is it? Vaughn!
And we get another cool cutscene as well. There you get to see their kind of sort of more detailed models, which is cool. I like the endgame ones as well, though, but these ones are cool. And there's Vane again.
We will have order. I give you your new consul, His Imperial Highness Lord Vane Solidor, Commandant of the Arcadian Empire's Western on... Your Excellency.
People of Rabanastre, is it with hatred you look upon your consul? With hatred you look upon the Empire?
Spit on your empire! Strike back to Arcadia!
There was little point in asking.
Yeah.
But know this.
Do you hate the people who, like, just took over your land? What's wrong with you?
Nor shall I ask your fealty. That is the due of your fallen king, and rightly so. King Ramanas loved his people, strove to bring you peace. His was a rule worthy of your devotion. Even now, he remains among you, protecting you. His ardor for the peace and weal of Dalmasca falters not. I would ask only that you do your king honor. Together let us embrace the peace His Majesty would surely desire. 2 years now divide us from war's bitter end, yet still its shadow looms over all, stifling the infinite peace a pall only you may cast off. Achieve but this one thing,
yeah,
your hatred
you
of
guys
me
started the
and
war,
of
but
the
okay.
Empire will grieve me not. I will stand fast. I will endure your hatred, suffer your slings and arrows. I will defend Dalmasca. Here I will pay my debt. I swear it now. Though King Ramanas and Lady Ash be gone, they stand ever at the side of their people. In honoring peace, you do honor to their memory and to Dalmasca. What I ask plain. My hopes now rest with you.
Wow, what a speech. Yeah, obviously, Vaughn and Penelo aren't so convinced.
Is Rabanasta to your liking, my lord?
It is magnificent. Take this cathedral, for instance. Elegant, yet whimsical in its execution. A stunning example of Galtean architecture. I hope Lord Gramus might one day look upon it himself.
Oh, remember the last one? You're all like this.
The patron of this evening's banquet, may it please
Yeah,
your
got
excellency.
got a few minutes left of recording now, like 4 minutes, so
I am Miguel, your highness.
might have to be an abrupt end.
It is truly a profound honor to make the acquaintance of our future Emperor, Highness. The people of Rabanasta join me in welcoming you.
That's enough of Highness. Though indeed I am our Emperor's son, I am no prince. Arcadia's Emperor is freely chosen by her people. I am but an elected official and nothing more.
Reminds me of
no disrespect.
the episode of The Simpsons where
Now that I think on it,
Homer joins the Scorpio Corporation. Was like, you know, I don't like you call me boss. You know, I just make more money than you, get to come into work when I want to, and I'm above you.
I could not. That would not be right.
You are overly fond of formalities. I've just the remedy for that. Tonight you will join me, and we shall drink until you call me by name.
Sounds good.
How can he stand about him like that?
Fawn, you just do not get it, do you? He's
Exactly.
not doing it because he wants to. You know what would happen if he didn't.
I know, it's just...
So, what would you do different?
I don't know. Well... I'd do something.
That you will?
Vaughn. Vaughn, you haven't heard a single word I've said, have you?
Okay.
This place has changed so much. It's like it's not even Rabanasta anymore. Like the Empire is swallowing it whole.
Pretty much.
Hey, Penelo, that fate tonight. You think they'll let us in?
Are you crazy? It's in the palace, and we don't have an invitation if you hadn't noticed.
Who needs an invitation?
So, how are we getting in?
As if I'd know. Why not ask Miguelo to get you in? Or go see old Dallin in Lowtown?
Ooh.
Why the sudden interest, Vaughn?
I told you, I'm going to take back what's ours. Give back to Dalmasca. Come on, what do you think? If I find something, and it fetches a good price, how about I buy you all dinner?
Sounds
Oh,
nice.
please. You know as well as I do the first thing you'd buy is an airship. All hail Vaughn, sky part of Dalmasca. It's got a nice ring to it. Stay out of trouble.
Alright. Have a good one.
An airship.
Yeah. Sounds
I don't
awesome.
know. Maybe, but not through Miguelo. Time to pay old Dallin a visit.
So yeah. We will get control in one more second. But anyway. We are practically near the end of the amount of time I can record. But yeah. Anyway, this is going to be the end of the first part. And obviously when we continue on, we will go into Lowtown to meet Dallin and find our ways into the castle. Or whatever it is, to break into that party. Anyway, this is Shady, signing out. Have a great rest of your day.